We lost. True indeed. We lost. Lord knows we lost. I'm about to say something to make you not like me. You might catch feelings and you might want to fight me, but I don't really care, I'ma say it anyway. Why most committed guys seem soft and gay. I'm not saying all, but a large amount. Have you ever heard the words that come out of their mouth? Yeah, they cuss like a sailor, but they follow my eye. They carry oaks and wear makeup and thinking it's hot. I think they need to stop, this is a new era. I wonder if the pharaohs of a war mascara. It probably was a death mask misunderstood. Don't let them D-boys catch them up in the hood. Why NOI? Stop patrolling the block. We get shot by the cops and we calling the cops. Come on, y'all was on another level. The black man was God, the white man the devil. Now the white man, or better yet the European, and the Mars and the bean pies are sold by Koreans. I'm talking what I'm seeing, I'm just a reporter. How you call a woman to be and you got a daughter. Talking about the Hebrews, the demonized women, and choose Esau over brothers and kin. Probably timid, soft, and scared to fight. Yelling and wearing spikes, trying to fake me out right. But you can't fool me, cause you make a little noise. Cause deep inside, y'all some scared little boys. If you really wanna ride, let's take it to the beast. Get revenge for our people killed by like these. Yeah, right. Y'all ain't busting the grape. It appears that you fear and you in love with hate. Correct me if I'm wrong, we might all don't get along. European psychology got us all gone. You think we divided cause I wear fez and she wear oak and he wear dreads, but the vision don't start there, it starts in the head. I'm here to wake you up and get you out of the bed. We lost to get you out the bed. I'm here to spread love and get you out of the bed. The vision don't start there, it starts in the head. I'm here to spread love and get you out the bed. Wake up. I'm here to spread love and get you out the bed. Wake up. I'm here to spread love and get you out the bed. Wake up. I'm here to spread love and get you out of the bed. Wake up. I'm here to spread love and get you out of the bed. Oh yeah, I'm here to spread love and get you out of the bed. Y'all think we divided cause I got a fez and you wear oak and she wear dreads. Y'all think we divided cause I wear fez. The vision don't start there, it starts in the head. And she wear oak and he got dreads. Moors need to wake up too, so I'ma wake up you, so we can get together, do what we gotta do. We ain't done much since the prophet left. More standing on law, we still in this mess. Haven't built the town to hold us down. Paperwork can't fear us, we looking like clowns. Never been to the temple, claim we follow the prophet, but I follow the prophet. I understand logic. People in the temple, time to hit the streets. Everybody do their part, we ain't getting relief. The murder rate can be more, it's just gone crazy. Dope fiends ODing in the hood on the daily. Weed waste with chemicals, you drink and serve. We fighting over information, we got some nerve. They say that we conscious, we might know a little something, but we just frontin' cause we haven't done nothing, we lost. You think we divided cause I got a fez and she got a cross and he got dreads. You think we divided cause I got a fez and he got an oak and he got dreads. You think we divided cause I got a fez?
Yeah. Islam. I'm trying to be your friend, man.
That's right.
Trying to be your friend, bro. Help me out. Meet me halfway.
Come on.
I wanna be your friend. Peace and love. Let me be your friend. Peace and love. I said you ain't never met a more like me, and you ain't never ever gonna meet one again. Now let me be your friend. Peace and love. Let me be your friend. Peace and love. I said you ain't never met a more like me, and you ain't never ever gonna meet one again. I wanna be your friend. Peace and love. You let me be your friend. Peace and love. Hey yo, I used to be a thug until I met the prophet. Now I'm all about love, truth, peace, and freedom. Till I return to Allah. One day we gon' meet him. I'm all about justice, that's the focus of the message. Sometimes Asiatics make me wanna forget the lessons. I be all up in my passion from all the Moorish passion. All things considered, I start laughing. A grown man with a ponytail, another calling us Neanderthal, and he all pale. I mean, for real, this is what it come to, my brother. We got nothing better to do than talk down to each other. Yeah, we could be scholars, Galilee, or we can get gutter. We are the children of our Father, and the breast of our mother has nursed us all. And first of all, we beefing while the peen trying to murk us all. You need to chill, my brother, tell the elder the same. Cause on the real, my man, I'm really about them things. I can take the feds off and get back in the low and return to the state where they used to call me dope. But no, I'm rolling with the prophet of Allah. I want love, not war, standing on that floor, and I'm holding the square. The compass and the axe that might be too deep. Yo, let's not get off track. See, our prophet was an adept. Do you know what that is? An Egyptian adept is a brother who lived by the universal science developed in the Nile. We call it Islamism, but it's the same, my child. Sit at the foot of a master. I train you up, but I might have to bang you up. I still love you, and those that's talking that this ain't Islam. Everything the prophet brought is in the Quran. All the other stuff, prostrate and cover up, is just the start. And there's place to me, the law's the heart. You can dress like Imhotep, but you can dress like a herb. By the Moorish American Muslim unifies the word. You can say what you want about Dr. York, but he gave you different variations of the same thought. You don't appreciate that. You won't appreciate me. Appreciate the holy and divine Drew Ali. People refuse to admit it. He the first that ever did it. Europeans hope that the Moors would forget it, but we here, strong, alive and well, resurrected from hell, with a story to tell. So pay attention and listen and consider the facts. You know it's humanly impossible for you to be black. I guess a Chinaman is yellow, a Mexican is brown. Just think for a second how ridiculous it sounds. We can turn it around, but we must unite. It's okay to disagree, but we don't have to fight. Cause if we have to fight, you know how we get. I'm still learning to love. No, I'm not there yet. So work with me, fam, and I'ma work with you. And let's all work together and do what we gotta do. Cause on the real side, we haven't made no progress since 1929 when the prophet left the flesh. We got an Asiatic president, men marrying men, psycho shooting up a club and don't see his own sin. And those that say they conscious, that took your bucks, move straight to Hollywood and straight living it up. And y'all bigging it up, straight cheesing and grinning. But it was your bread to help them set it off in the beginning. Be careful what you put in your soul, cause it could blind you. Unfortunately, some people get paid to misguide you, misguide you. Oh yeah, I wanna be your friend. Peace and love, let me be your friend. Peace and love, I said you ain't never, and you would never. You ain't never, ever, ever. You ain't never met a more like this, and you ain't never, ever, ever gonna meet one again. I wanna be your friend. Peace and love, so let me be your friend. Peace and love, oh yeah, you ain't never met a more like this, and you ain't never, ever, ever gonna meet one again. So let me be your friend. Peace and love, so let me be your friend. Peace and love, I wanna be your friend. Yeah, let me be your friend. All these men, we ain't trying to be enemies. I wanna be your, so let me be your, I wanna be your friend. Hey, yeah. I be that more you gon' remember. Hey! I'ma be that more you gon' remember.
Here we go!
I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember.
Here we go!
I'ma be that more you gon' remember.
Oh, that's right, up, yeah!
I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. You a friend of the Moors, then you a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Those that speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali, who was the first to remind you and bind you back to Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you you wasn't black, proved it was straight back. You tripping off trunks, you need to be tripping off that. Now here we go again, acting like you a slave. The same people taught European how to bathe. And looking at women buying European hair. No love for self, but do the men really care? Hell no, cause they got a love for Europe. Whole generation chasing pills, weed and syrup. Yeah, they love no Yachty, Tucci, Gucci, Kodak, Amigos, Ross, Lucid. But when the love for the woman look like your mother, I guess they say it's all black when it's under the cover. Now cypher, I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I'll be that boy you gon' remember. I'ma be that boy you gon' remember, that's right. I'll be that boy you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till alarm call my number. All you super scholars holler, this era for the workers. You ain't building on the ground, then you worse than a twerker. You look and sound good, but that's only on the surface. Probably working for the people. Now tell me what's your purpose. Ain't worried about your homie, but know that I know every mo that rock a fast. He ain't my bro. Yeah, you know I ain't slow. I seen it all before. How they try to kill the prophet, it was all for dough. And some got it right now. Don't say that I'm not down. I'm coming for my vast mistake. I want my town, my sheriff, my stores, my school, my nation. Sick and tired of the procrastination and debate. Y'all keep hating when love is the savior. You don't love yourself, so you can't love your neighbor. That's why you kill and fight and marry out of your race. If you ain't for Moorish world, then get out of my face. Cause Chinese love China, Italians love Italy. If you used to love the Moorish world, come on and build it with me. Let's go. I'll be that boy you gon' remember.
Y'all ready?
I'll be that boy you gon' remember, that's right. I'll be that boy you gon' remember.
Y'all ready?
Bay front line till the law call my number.
Family, y'all ready?
That boy you gon' remember.
Press one if you ready, family.
That boy you gon' remember.
Every time I hear that, this song pumps me up. I'll be ready to rock and roll, man. Y'all ready? Somebody said black power return. Yeah, we need it back. We need it back. We need the real revolutionaries to come forward. We need the real revolutionaries to step up. That's right. I ain't one of them old boys that you used to. I'm one of them ones that know that every block to build a building is important. That's right. That's right. Let me explain something to you. I'm one of those Moors like this fool right here. Black people, remember the Moor representing Baltimore. What I'm representing is our people. And I understand that in order to build what we need to get this boot off our neck, it's going to take everybody. It's going to take the Moor. It's going to take those who subscribe to Black Power. It's going to take those who subscribe to any type of ideology that has the power to get the boot off your neck. Don't mix me up with the clowns that you used to, clown. All right? Don't mix me up with the fools that you're used to, fool. Because the moment that you paint me with a wide brush, I'm going to tip over the paint can and tell you what the real is. Don't get me mixed up. I'm for my people first and foremost. And I don't care what you call yourself. I look at the intent of the character. I look at the heart of a person. And then we move forward. I subscribe to a Moor, to being a Moor. Because I believe, have faith and confidence that we all Moors. But however, I will not compel you to subscribe to what I subscribe to, but I will compel you to help me to get this boot off our neck. And one of the first boots on our neck is our own people, like you, that paint us with a wide brush. Like you, king. You ain't no king. King of what? King of the anthill with the pea brain? Don't get me mixed up, family. Now you apologize. Let me see it. You apologize. King Avery, you better apologize or I'm going to send you to your room. Apologize or I'm going to send you to your room. Paint me with a wide brush. I kick over the paint can. I'm for my people. I'm for love, truth, peace, and freedom. And justice. And tonight we're going to talk about justice. That's right. That's right. We're going to talk about justice. Where you at, King Avery? Where you at? Come on. You want some of me? Who put this together? Me. That's who. Who do I trust? The Moorish American TV family. That's who. Who do I trust? You want to play? You want to go to war, King Avery? I'll take you to war. You're a fool, is you? You come in here, don't know who you talk to. Oh, you think I'm one of them Moors with the suit and tie. That's what you think. You think I'm one of them Moors with the suit and tie. Well, you going to talk slick to me and I'm going to say, well, you know, the prophet said that we need to learn to love instead of hate.
And, I'm not going to pay him any mind. He's ignorant. He's just unconscious. No, you throw some doo-doo at me, I'm going to throw twice as much doo-doo at you. And I'm not going to throw cow doo-doo. I'm going to throw human doo-doo at you. The real funky kind. That's right. I ain't going to play with you. I ain't there yet. I still got to work on myself. Don't charge it to my heart. My intention is to do better. But you come at me sideways, I'm going to weave, and then I'm going to come at you sideways. But if you come at me straight up, ask me a question. Ask me a question. Brother, are you just trying to overthrow the Black Power movement because you don't believe that we're black? Just say that. That's all you got to do. Brother, do you dislike people that call themselves black? Just say it. Brother, did the Moors enslave black people? Just say it. Brother, is that funny hat that you wear, is that Turkish? Just say it. Brother, do you believe that this is Morocco? Just say it. Don't be behind the chat talking slick. Come on here, hit the link and say it. But with that, brother, I like that. I like that. Brother, do you believe that this is your land and nobody should be on it but you? Brother, when you going to wear the funny hat on the show? Just say it. Don't treat me like the Moors that you deal with. I ain't them. I ain't them. I'm not them weirdo Moors. I'm not one of them Moors from your great-grandfather's Moor side symbol of America. I'm Brother Tahaka Bay. I'm a straight shooter. I'm going to give it to you how you get it. You know what I mean? I'm going to give it to you how you give it to me. That's it. You give it to me in peace, I'm going to give it to you in peace. You come to me all broke up in pieces, I'm going to leave you in pieces. With that being said, we got the superstar in the house tonight because she representing on the front line for her man.
Hello, peace, Islam.
Peace.
Assalamu alaikum.
You got an echo back there.
Hotel. Bad hotel, bro. Okay, what I need to do. I can hear you. Is it really bad?
Are you listening? You got some headphones?
Yeah.
Try some headphones.
Okay.
Yeah. So, family, what we're going to get in tonight, right? Let me mute. So what we're going to get in tonight is this. I don't know if y'all been on the throne. If y'all haven't been on the throne, let me give y'all an update. So sis that I'm about to interview, who is boss lady, was a member of the new Black Panther Party under Malik Zulu Shabbaz. Now, many people want to know why I'm talking about Malik Zulu Shabbaz. And one of the things that I'm not slandering Malik Zulu Shabbaz, I'm just giving my understanding of who he is. And the point that I'm making is, I've asked the question, whether you support Malik or not, I've asked the question, who is Malik Zulu Shabbaz, right? And the reason why I asked that question, because Malik had came on my show quite a few times. But when it came time to address Big Shirley, he declined. And I thought that was kind of suspect if he's the original new Black Panther Party extending from Aaron Michaels through the line of Dr. Khalid Muhammad. I thought that was a bit weird. But then a lot of other weird things began to happen when I started to cover the Grandmaster Jay story. He began to reach out to me, and I never said this before, but I'll share this with you now. He began to reach out to me and try to ask me, prove to me how he's an agent. Prove to me how he's an agent. I'm like, brother, did you see the shows? What's wrong with you? Who is he? No, but that's not enough. Brother, you didn't see the shows. So he was back, actually behind the scenes. We was going back and forth about whether Grandmaster Jay was an agent or not, whatever. And then over the time, there's been a lot of other things that seem very suspect as it relates to Malik being for the freedom or the freedom fighting of our people. And when you study people like Brother Malik,
you will find that his track record is extensive, but his track record, it really is about going into hostile situations where our people are about to create an unrest because something has happened, whether a police shooting, a police murder, something that the European has done to cross our people, and he would just show up. You know what I mean? He would just show up with a bullhorn and trying to control the crowd, excite the crowd, and things of that nature. Now, I don't think there's no real solution in exciting a crowd and towards destruction. I just don't see that. Now, if you can get the crowd to move towards something practical, that's different. So all around the country, Malik would do this, but every place that he left, he didn't leave any solution to the same people that he tried to excite and motivate. I find that as suspect. That's just me. So over the time, Malik was supposed to come on the show, and I told him that I wanted to do, this was the turning point. I told him that I wanted to do an interview with him about, who he is, basically. He kept putting it off. And the next thing he wanted me to do an interview about his book. I had already did one interview about his book, before, while he was writing the book. You know what I'm saying? But now but this is the thing. While he was writing the book, I did that interview. If anybody ever seen it, that interview actually went over 40,000 views, without a doubt of the contradiction. So I even said to the brother, man, listen, if I'm going to help you to sell these books, man, I got to basically, I'm going to have to be of good confidence. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to help you, if you're going to come on my platform, in fact, I'm helping you sell a book. Now your video is already 40,000 views strong. So I know if you come on the platform, man, no, we got to do some talking. You know what I mean? I need to know who you are. I got to be confident in who you are. You know what I'm saying? And you might have to make a donation to help build this community. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? When that came to the forefront, he didn't want to do the interview talking about him. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to do the interview addressing the historicity of how he came into power. You see what I'm saying? He didn't want to do the interview addressing Big Shirley. So at that point, I'm like, all you want to do is get on here and try to sell your book. But there's 3 issues. Who are you? How did you come into power in relation to Big Shirley? And the next thing is the book. But first of all, we got to know who you are. He declined. Now we are in the space where as though, now we are in the space. Can you hear me, sis?
I can hear you. Is that better?
Okay, excellent. So now we are in the space where everything seems to be falling apart since the Grandmaster Jay exposure. And all of these groups that would normally be, I don't want to say underground, but maybe not as well known as they become once Grandmaster Jay made that call and everybody came to the march in Stone Mountain, the Breonna Taylor, Louisville, Kentucky. And so it seems like, although the Black Panther has been around, the new Black Panther been around and they always been active. But it seems like now that the spotlight is on the new Black Panthers and other groups of the gun club, or, the uplifting of oppression, getting the oppression off our people. But now my theory was last year, which was a theory, but now it comes to be fact, that when Grandmaster Jay, if y'all missed all the shows, you might, if you got time, go back and check them out. I said that Grandmaster Jay, I did a whole show about, all he want to do is get paid. That's right. That's what he want to do. I did a whole show about Grandmaster Jay's registration form. If you follow the show since last year, I did a whole show. And on the registration form, the information was too deep for one to join something off the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sending off a copy of your identification card or your driver's license. You got your address there. And all you doing is interacting with somebody over the internet. I was like, that's a bit too much. But what I did say at the end of the show, that at some point they are going to be able to have a database. So if they got to reach out and touch you, they will be able to. And then up jump the boogie. That, and among many other things that I said, up jump the boogie in December. They goes to his house, takes his computer, and takes his database.
Mm-hmm.
Now this year, everybody is getting locked up. Now, what I will say is this. Is this all connected to the new Black Panther Party, Brother Malik? I don't know. But what I will say is this. I can prove that Brother Malik lied to me and told me that he didn't know Grandmaster Jay when he knew Grandmaster Jay way before Stone Mountain. But he told me that he recently met Grandmaster Jay, or familiar with Grandmaster Jay, the same way everybody else come to know him. But I can prove to you that he knows Grandmaster Jay way before the beginning of last year. And I'm going to prove that in my presentation on the throne. All receipts. I'm going to prove that. That's number one. And this is why Malik supported Grandmaster Jay through it all. Through it all. Go check his page. He never questioned Grandmaster Jay. And anybody that's standing on the forefront to fight for our freedom should not worry about somebody questioning them. They should not worry about it. Especially if you out there saying the crack of this, the crack of that, the crack of this, the crack of that. You up there taunting the European. You poking the bear. You poking the bear. But now everybody that's ready to fight the bear, when they fight the bear, you disappear.
Right.
But you poking the bear. Ain't nothing wrong with poking the bear if you're going to slit him down the middle and make a bearskin rug. But you poking the bear, agitating the bear, inciting other people to agitate the bear, and then you disappear. This is what has been going on all around the country. So with that being said, our brother Biko, right? Our brother Biko went on a mission, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to start from the beginning. Went on a mission, and what I mean a mission, went to represent for our people who was being oppressed in North Carolina. Unfortunately, he did not make it back. What do I have to do with this? What do I have to do with this? Well, I was invited into this conversation. My whole focus was on Big Shirley. Before that, my whole focus was on Grandmaster Jay. You know how I was invited in this conversation? Because Malik called me a few times during the Grandmaster Jay conversation, asking me to calm it down and prove to him that Grandmaster Jay is not an agent. I was like, oh, that's real peculiar. Why would he have interest in that when he's with this? That's real. That really don't make a lot of sense. Thank you, Melchizedek. But anyway, in short, and I'll wrap it up with this. I thought that was a bit odd that you are the leader of the new Black Panther Party, but you behind the scenes trying to defend Grandmaster Jay, which all of the evidence shows that if he's not compromised, he is surely incompetent as well as suspect to throwing a rock and hiding his hand and getting people to do his dirty work or inciting people to do that. So we're here today. I said on the throne last night, I said, was it last night, night before last? I was talking to a brother, brother Bobby, Uncle Bobby. And we're going to get into that too. I was talking to Uncle Bobby, and he says he's allies and he will never, he's loyal to Malik Zulu Shabbaz. I asked him, I'm going to get you in 1 second, sis. I just want to set this up. I asked him.
He saw it.
I said, yeah, they was on the throne, so they didn't see it here. I asked him, I said, brother, okay, you are loyal to Malik Zulu Shabbaz, right? I said to him, where do he know him from? How long did he know him? No one can go before DC. I had another brother on the show that was talking real reckless in the throne, talking super reckless.
Right.
Like Moore's going to be all over the ground. Super reckless. I asked him about some history about Brother Malik. He went on to say that, I say, so what about his father? He said to me and everybody in the throne that Malik is a junior. His father is Parrish Smith Sr. He was also an attorney in California. When in fact, history is recorded by Malik himself that his father passed away when he was a little boy, and his name, if I'm not mistaken, James. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But I just let him talk. And so here we go with Brother Biko. We're going to take it from the beginning. And we're going to start with Sister Boss Lady. We're going to take it from the beginning, and we're going to talk about leaving DC and ending up in North Carolina, and we'll start right there. So, sis, I know everybody already know you, so no need for introduction unless you want to, but I want to get straight to it. I just wanted to set this up so people can really get the understanding of why we addressing this and how serious it is. So, sis, what is your position that you hold in the new Black Panther Party, or formerly held, or where are you at right now? What is your position and what's going on?
I'm on a sabbatical right now, and I'm waiting till we officially have our vote. I was the former chairwoman of Washington, D.C., the local chairman of the Washington, D.C. chapter of the new Black Panther Party. I was voted, but we got to recount, as in the new administration as the National Minister of Community Program Developer. So that's the office that I'm going to attain and take over.
So is that under Malik?
That's under Aaron Michaels.
Okay, I got you.
That is under the founder of the new Black Panther Party.
So you are no longer a member of the Malik regime. Is that what you're saying?
No. I never was a member of the Malik regime. I was a member of Hashim Akhenaten and Zinga's.
But when he took over, wasn't you still under that administration?
No, he took over after Tulsa. Remember when we went to Tulsa?
After Tulsa, that's right. That's what you told me.
Yeah,
after you said it on the last show. After Tulsa, he was like, "That's."
And I actually stepped down in Tulsa that Friday night after the event at the church, and I put that in my email to him. I said my last day as serving the new Black Panther Party under that leadership was in Tulsa.
Okay, I got you.
I quit. I stepped down because it was too much confusion, and it was just aggravating. Everything that was going on was just ridiculous.
So if you stepped down in Tulsa, how did you ultimately end up in
Little Washington?
Yeah.
Okay, well that was already scheduled. What it was is we were going to do a security detail for the rapper Mr. Daryl Kelly. What did I got on here? Yeah, Daryl Kelly, which is some rapper that we met in Tulsa, Oklahoma, that was performing. He performed in Tulsa. So Malik and Dynamite Lightning, your boy, hooked up with him in Tulsa, and he said that he was gonna be coming around and doing tours or whatever. So he's hooked up a tour date with them. Now, mind you, the fallout happened between Malik and Akbar in between coming back from Tulsa. I would say maybe a couple days after we got back from Tulsa. Okay. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I had officially hung my hat up. I was like, I'm not wearing that uniform no more. I'm not wearing that patch anymore. I'm not dealing with this because it's too messy. It was too much confusion in Tulsa. It was too much he said, she said stuff going on. It was just crazy. You know what I'm saying? And people wanna say people didn't, want to destroy the unity and it's breaking us up. It to me, just going there, we went for the wrong reason. That destroyed the unity and the purpose of us going out there and how we were
Let me,
what we were faced with when we went out there.
what was the actual purpose of going to Tulsa? I thought it looked pretty good on camera, but
It did. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. We were going to commemorate the 100 centennial of the massacre of in Tulsa, but it was not orchestrated by the New Black Panther Party. It was orchestrated by Brother Nick Bezel,
right.
right? So Brother Nick and some of the other organizers that were out there. Can you hear me good?
I
Because it's
can hear
kind
you
of
well. Yes, I can hear
okay.
you
Yeah, some of the other organizers that were there, they were there for that reason of unification and building the party, and all of us coming together, and everything was supposed to be, let's put our differences aside and come together and be a party. You know what I'm saying? And that was the beautiful part about it, because it was that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to take away from that. And that Tulsa did not divide anybody. This was a personal beef that spilled out over into the party. You understand what I'm saying? It was you pick a side. If you pick that side, you my enemy. That's what happened. You
So
know.
let me ask you a question. How did before we? I think that's interesting too. How did
hmm
it get to the point of you pick a side? How did it? How did it go from? If you don't mind
And that's
asking, how did it go from that? This is one chapter to now. There is you pick a side. How does that happen?
that's still a question. I don't even have a clue as to what it
And
is.
well, let me ask you this, if you don't
Mm-hmm.
mind, and don't
Go
ask
ahead.
if y'all ain't finished clearing it up behind the scenes. But
hmm
if, you know what I'm saying, what was the sides?
It was either you follow Malik's regime or you his enemy. You follow what Hashim sent down, which was in the newspaper that nobody read apparently while we were in Tulsa, because this stuff didn't happen until after Tulsa.
So
Remember?
so was it talks? Was it talks that people didn't want to follow Malik?
Nobody asked me anything. And again, you know what I'm saying? I never said I wanted to follow Malik. Nobody ever asked me yes or no. Do you want to go with this way? Do you want to go with that way? They just automatically assumed that I was going to be loyal to Akbar, because he is the one that trained me. He's the only one in the party that I had any interaction with outside of a national event. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's
And
here in
say
DC,
this,
I'm here in DC.
brother Bobby, we're gonna open the lines up a little later, and you can come in and have a question or a remark. But you know what I mean. I would prefer that you not put goofy stuff in there right now because you wasn't there, brother. You was
No, he wasn't there, and he's not even a member of the party. And he's came for me several times, just like the rest of them
It's
people
okay.
that are
It's okay. I just
irrelevant.
want to let him know. I don't want him to.
Yeah.
If he distract, if he try to take the thought off course, I'm gonna have to block him for a night. So
Yeah.
he can come in and speak his piece after we finish diving into this.
And again, that's personal disputes between men. And that was, if you read my email, I said I did not. I said I don't like any of this BS that's going on. I thought that you men could work this out amongst yourselves. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
I'm saying? I still have a whole chapter to worry about.
Let's not spend any
Yeah,
energy on that, because
right,
he can come on the show and all of that. But
right.
what I'm trying to figure out here is, was there signs? Like what I'm saying is this: if I'm a part of
Yeah,
an organization,
definitely.
right, and
Mm,
at some point someone says, um, pick sides, that means there had to be some talk that there might be a split coming up. Was there talks?
again, there was always talk, but nobody was talking to me personally. These
Right.
men were talking amongst themselves. You know, they were making plans and like, oh, Biko is my minister of defense, so he was handling the defense department. I let him handle that. I'm just the chairwoman. I do the organizing, and things like that. So I just made sure that my troops got to Tulsa. We had somewhere to stay. We ate. We did what we were supposed to do, and we got back home safe. That was my job,
Right.
But all of that other background stuff, they had canceled out the central committee. At first, I was on the committee, then I was off the committee, and then they shut down the chat room. Then they made another one, and then they were having meetings behind other people, without me or without any of the other chairmen.
And
Um,
so real quick, so
Crazy.
y'all went into Tulsa, uh,
Blind.
with this confusion lingering.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes, yes, yes. Because now, like I told you, I was looking for a way out from 2000. When I first started. I said something is not right with this in 2019. And like I told you before, I had been talking to Aaron Michaels. Once I found out who he was and some of the older Panthers that were around me or that was coming to me, they introduced me to him and they was like, call him and talk to him and so he can explain to you, what happened and what was going on and what you're getting yourself into, or whatever. I actually, and again, fast forward into Tulsa, I was supposed to meet with Aaron in Tulsa, but he wasn't able to make it that weekend. You know what I'm saying? We were supposed to meet with him and talk to him and see what he's gonna do. I said, I don't think they're gonna go through with this election. I said, and if they don't do this election the right way, I'm leaving.
So real
You
quick,
know,
so what was so they were supposed to have an election in Tulsa?
the election was supposed to be in July in Atlanta.
Okay.
Okay. So they was asking for everybody's which at the time the chief of staff was asking for everybody's emails, everybody's contact information, so they could get a ballot to vote in the election in July around Hashim's birthday. We was all getting ready to go to the election. So, and like I told you, I was Akbar's campaign manager. So before Tulsa, like a week or so before, I started making his flyers and some of his campaign material. And then I told you I was approached by the chief of staff, national chief of staff, and told not to advocate or until after Tulsa. So that struck a nerve. You know what I'm saying? I could send you my receipts. That was a red flag for me. So I hit um Akbar up. I said, "What's going on? Is it something wrong? Why don't they want you to be? Why don't they want you to have to campaign for the national chairman seat?" He said, "Today I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. There's something in the mix going on. It ain't right. They making plans without us for something to happen." So I stood down from campaigning because again, I'm still with y'all for now. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't feel right. That was my red flag right there that something wasn't right. So I still did what they asked me to do. They asked me to come to Tulsa, bring all of these supplies and clothes and giveaways and all the stuff like that. I was supposed to be set up at the church to do all those things, and none of that happened.
So let's
You
fast
know,
forward. Let's fast
fast
forward
forward.
to
Okay,
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
After the experience in Tulsa, are you
Right.
saying that you were with Brother Biko and a few others
Yes. My chapter
independently?
went down independently. If you notice the clothing, I did not wear my BDUs. I had on a t-shirt that said New Black Panther Party. I told everybody, I said, I am not wearing that uniform anymore. I'm not wearing that uniform
How about
anymore.
Biko? Was Biko beefing with the side too?
He was not beefing, but he made a mistake and was talking about something on the chat line. Okay. And one of the other comrades from Norfolk, Virginia, heard the conversation and went back and told the person that, he was the minister of defense and the regional minister of justice and my local minister of defense. So he was given the case along with Akbar to check another comrade from the southern region, which I'm not giving them no airplay by saying their names. Okay, about his behavior and his accusations of sexual misconduct. Okay, so Biko was planning to disarm him and do some things like that. And I'm gonna just be real, because I heard them on the phone, but I was like,
Well, what I wanted to say is, is that was he still affiliated with?
Yeah, he didn't step down. I did.
Oh yeah, you
know what I'm
stepped
saying?
down.
I stepped down.
That's what I want to make clear because
Yeah,
because I don't want it on my hands, because I say
right,
that Malik, him being a member of that regime or that
right,
of that administration, then it's incumbent upon that administration to come to his aid, regardless if there's disagreements. Do you know what I mean? When
right,
you're a member of an organization, it's the organization that come to your aid. You know what I mean?
right.
Most important,
Exactly.
the leader. And so I just want to be clear that you stepped down, but
Right.
Biko was still
Still rocking.
he was still active at the time of his infraction that he allegedly did. That's
Right.
clear. Okay.
That's clear. Okay. So okay, and this is all in Little Washington, North Carolina. So we're at the event. When we got there, the other comrade from the southern region, southeastern region, came up to me and was like, look, I already talked to the police. Anything inside of this park is governed, is secured by the party members. But once you leave this park, that's for the police. The police are gonna have anything that happened outside of the park. The police are gonna take care of it. I took that as a warning shot, and I said, okay, I might not be on duty because I was, playing clothes or whatever. But I told them, look, nobody need to leave this park until the last person leave the park. When we leave, we all leave together. Okay. I
Right.
told them that. I said, don't leave this part. I said, he already done said he talked to the police. It's the same person they supposed to be checking about the BS. But they stayed, we stayed in the park. It was about 6 o'clock, almost 7 o'clock when we got ready to leave. We were sitting there and then we were approached by another comrade. I had never seen this guy before in my life. I don't know him. I can't say if he good or bad, friend or foe. I don't know you. You just got on the Panther uniform. Okay. So next thing I know, Steven coming to me saying, we gotta go. A local store owner pulled a gun out on the Panther. And I'm like, what? I'm like, oh no. I said, okay, do you know this guy? He didn't say that. He's like, nah, he a Panther. I said, oh man, this is set up. And I'm in my mind, I'm thinking it's a whole setup. Why are y'all even leaving the park? Well, I told y'all not to go, but I couldn't stop them. They were going to investigate this store owner pulling a gun out on a comrade. Period. That's what Panthers do. Any Panther, if you feel like you got a problem in the community, the Panthers are gonna come to your aid. Period. Okay. When they weren't gone 15 minutes, as soon as they pulled out of the park, the police were right behind them. They didn't see it, but I saw it. I couldn't even think fast enough to call them and tell them that the police pulled out behind them before they was calling me, telling me that they had been detained by the police. Okay. So this all happened in less than 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Less than 30 minutes. And
So let me stop right there for a second. In your mind, in hindsight, after you got home and and thought about everything for a second, in hindsight, without anybody, you know how instinct kick in.
Right.
The first time that your instincts kick in, what did your tuition say to you?
This is setup. It was a setup when we got down there because of the way that when the performer Daryl Kelly, and I can say his name because he's a good man and he knows what's going on and everything like that. He was performing, and the other side of the Panther Party was there doing security for him, and we were there too. But while we was there, they was kind of standoffish. They wasn't speaking to us. They just, the whole energy and the vibe was thrown off completely. And I kept saying something ain't right, and then they stayed there during the performance of Mr. Kelly, and then they just disappeared. All of them disappeared. I said, y'all not gonna stay and hang out with the people. You know what I'm saying? After after you do your security job, you off duty. They didn't come down. Because I wanted to just talk to them and say, look, we don't have nothing to do with this Akbar and Malik beef. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to do things the right way. We just wanted to have a vote. We wanted to be able to get a people of choice. You know what I'm saying? And do things correctly. And if y'all not gonna do it the right way, then you still gonna keep going on with the same old dictatorship, the same old thing. He was appointing people recklessly all over Facebook, making decisions for, people that had been in the party even after Hashim passed.
You doing the Grandmaster J thing.
Yeah, you just put people in positions.
Call people on the phone and swear you in.
Right, and that's it. And he kept offering. He offered Biko the Minister of Justice or the Minister of Defense or something like that. But Biko kept telling them, "I'm not leaving DC. I'm not leaving my wife. I'm not going to leave my post. You know what I'm saying? And you can't buy me out with no position. I'm not taking none of that." They wanted Biko to be the national spokesman in Akbar's place. As the national spokesman or whatever. But and again, anybody that want to contest this, Biko got all the text messages back and forth between him and Malik making these moves.
And let me say this, family, and I'll say this. Tomorrow, I'm gonna tell you, I can't say when, but tomorrow you will hear from the man himself,
right,
on the throne. So if you have a throne account, you will hear from Biko himself. Unless something happens, you know what I mean? I don't know what time. It might be late in the evening.
Right.
And I won't know until I'm ready to do it. But I'll let you know probably 30 minutes before or something like that. If you in the throne, you will hear from him himself. Because one thing about me, I had to deal with these people at some point in time. And I've been a victim of one with loose lips and things like that. And so I take that very serious. I've also been a victim of nobody coming to my rescue when things fall apart.
Absolutely.
So with that being said,
let's get to that part, right?
Yeah, we're going to get to that part. And so one of the things that really would change the game, the reason why I say I didn't speak on the Zone O is because he haven't said nothing yet. We haven't heard nothing from him yet. So I won't speak on Zone. Same thing with Biko. We have his wife here breaking it down for us of what happened. But with all due respect, she was not at the place.
Right.
But
exactly.
He also speaks to her every day. So we can actually listen to her as if we listened to him. But there's nothing like
hearing it from the horse.
Hearing it from him. So we will be hearing, I don't know what we will be hearing, but we will be hearing, because there is one person say that Malik set it up, and when they got there, it was all a setup because they were ready and waiting to spring the trap. Another person say that Akbar slid the burner in the car. We don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know. But the person that is right now under the iron hand of oppression and paying for it,
Right.
he's going to have a sixth sense that nobody has. And so we're going to be able to codify our conversation with him tomorrow in the throne. And I hope I see you there. But now, sis, the part where is though when things went left, what part of the story that you'll be able to share with us when things went left and somebody says that when they went to the store, and I don't want to talk about the details of the store, but when they went to the store, no sooner they got there, the police was right there behind them or something like that.
Yeah, I told you the police followed them out of the park. When they left the park, the police was in behind them. You understand what I'm saying? And
Right.
again, I already got a warning shot when we got there that if we leave that park, the police was going to be behind you. You know, that something might happen. So the whole day I'm walking on pins and needles.
How did
I
you get
hope
that warning
nobody
shot?
lives.
What did that warning shot come as?
It came as straight, not hey sis, how you doing? It was like, look, I talked to the police already. The police and then Biko, the same person, took Biko over to the police and introduced him to the police and said that this is going to be the security, that me and him are security. This is Biko. Like, he introduced Biko to the policeman out there. So the policeman knew who he was. And then he even told me, yeah, I got friends down here that work for the police department. You understand what I'm saying? It just get there. And he was there a whole day before we got there to set up whatever he wanted to set up. If he wanted to, this is the same person they were supposed to be checking, right? You know what I'm saying? Now, I thought they had cleared it up, and I told him, I said, we should not even went down there. We should have just left that shit alone, period. But because it was my friend event, and and I was like, I wanted to go, represent with her and support her. I just decided against my own better judgment to go down there. I had my family with me. I wasn't going to do nothing.
So after Biko, once Biko get put into custody, what was the first conversation that you had with Biko?
He actually called me from when they were detaining him on the phone. And he called while we were still in the park. And he was like, I'm being detained. I said, for what? You know what I mean? I said, well, you don't have no weapons on you. You don't have. I had his machete. I had all his knives and stuff that he had. I was like, well, you don't have no gun, do you? You don't have any weapons on you. You don't have nothing. So you ought to be all right. I'm just green. I'm thinking they just fucking with him. You know what I mean? The cops just messing with him or whatever. So, and then it is a video, which some people don't know, of when they got pulled over. Biko was recording the whole time when they got pulled over.
Right.
So I got that.
Oh, okay. So listen.
You know what I'm saying?
There is another now I don't know how true this is, because as I said, the brother who said it wasn't there. They also said that the shop owner had a video, and they tried to say that Biko did something, which I don't want to speak on here, that Biko did something and the shop owner had a video. But the guy that said that in the throne, Brother Bobby wasn't there.
He wasn't even there. He needed to just shut up, because he wasn't nowhere around.
Have you heard that, though? That's the point that I'm bringing it up.
I ain't heard nothing like that. Everybody that was there in that vehicle said Biko didn't do nothing. They talked to the store owner. Talk to him. They were having a conversation. Even the police officer said the videotape don't look like you was robbing nobody. It looked like y'all was having a conversation.
So now they claim that part of the story was that the shop owner got his weapon taken.
Okay, and that was taken by the other guy, the one that came to get them.
Yeah. So whatever the case may be, whoever did that, whatever, they say that. Which I don't want to go deep into it, but it's said that the weapon that was found in the car was not the shop owner's weapon.
It wasn't.
So okay, I want to stop right there. I don't want to say anything else about that. But what I want to say is, how did that and I think that's what he's locked up for. How did that get connected to Biko?
Because I don't even know how that was even possible, because they charged 2 other people with the gun. You know what I'm saying?
So actually, what is Brother Biko charge? And
They got him with robbery with a deadly weapon.
So we'll get a better conversation from him tomorrow,
right,
in the throne. But and I'm pretty sure you had these conversations with him. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure that we make sure we don't say too much here. So he can have due process. But I do want the people to know that you can hear all of this suspicious stuff in this story. Oh,
it did. Okay, definitely. That was the one. But what really sparked the if you want to say, did leadership have anything to do with it? Okay, while we were at the park, Malik posted that thing on Facebook. My enemies are falling so faster than what it say? Something about it's shocking. Yeah. Watching my enemies fall was shocking. He actually recanted that and deleted it. So that just let me know, well, damn, he must have set him up for real. You know what I'm saying? We still trying to figure out what's going on, and he already know.
Yeah, he said. I think he said something to the effect that
you got it. Screenshot it
right there.
I mean, yep.
I think that's it right there. Watching my enemies collapse well ahead of schedule is truly shocking. And so he said this while Biko was getting locked up.
Yes, you see the time on it and the date. Can you see the time and date? You can't see the time and date on there.
On the date, but I actually can see the minute. But right. It is what it is. You saying that he posted this while
we were sitting there in the park. We were sitting in the park. We wasn't even to the destination, where we wasn't nowhere. They was still being locked up and detained at that time.
Wow.
Okay. That's one clue. That just let me know I don't want to talk to none of them motherfuckers right there. I'm sorry. None of those people. So no, I'm not.
He's watching this from afar.
No, he was aware of what was going on the whole time. So again, you want to know how I know he had something to do with it? Because while we were sitting in my friend girl's house, he was on the phone listening to us talk and telling her, don't give them one dime, don't give them nothing to help get them out of jail. He said that Malik Zulu Shabbaz said that on the phone. And I heard him, I said, what did he say? Telling you not to help us, not to give us no money to get them out of jail? Because she was trying to see how much money she had made from the event that she could donate, you know what I'm saying, to help get people out. But 2 of them was able to get out on their own, but they kept Biko and they kept the other boy.
Is the other brother still locked up too?
The one that came to get them, yes, Jamal. Look, we advocate, we trying to get him out too. Hey. You know what I'm saying? Both of them got a $200,000 bail bond. That right there was all that I needed to say, damn, did you have something to do with this? And then by him telling her, and while we sitting there, don't give them not one dime to get them out of jail, and you supposed to be the leader. We was just like last week, we put our life on the line for you. Several times I done sent them out. I sent my troops out of town to protect your life. And you gonna leave your comrades in jail like that? You know what I'm saying? If you didn't have nothing to do with it, you a petty motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously. That's why I said people don't know the whole story. They don't know the whole story.
Well, I think
they don't know everything.
I think if you're part of the organization, then the organization is responsible to making sure you get out those situations,
regardless of whatever's going on. If a comrade is down, you supposed to get there. No comrade left behind.
So did Biko and Malik have some type of confrontation or beef prior to this?
No, not that I know of. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Malik feel as though that from your position, from where you stand, that Biko might ride with Akbar?
Akbar, yes, he probably, yes, he did say that. He said we regardless we gonna ride with Akbar, because Akbar is, I mean, even though he's an older man, he deserves that respect. There is nobody else qualified from our viewpoint, from those that had boots on the ground, to be the national chairman. You know what I'm saying? Whether he wanted to be or not, we wanted his name on the ballot. Everybody had a choice to vote or not, whether you wanted him to be there or not. They should have let it at least been fair about it and let us vote on it.
Right.
That's my standpoint from it. Now, nobody wanted to overthrow the party. Nobody pulled the coup. You know what I'm saying? That's all they love to throw these big words out there like they accomplishing some shit.
Yeah, they trying to pull
a coup. Yeah, or whatever. I'm like, who said anything like that? All we wanted to do was have a real vote. Put the man's name on the ballot. Let him go out in the blaze of glory. If y'all didn't want to vote for him, don't vote for him. And again, that's what I'm saying, you know, and I even asked Malik. I said, Malik, this is after Hashim died. I said, why don't you come and take over the party? He said, I don't want it, Janae. I don't want to be the national chairman. And I just left it out the back of my mind after that. I said, well, it ain't nobody else but Akbar. Who else gonna take over the party? You know what I'm saying? He sat right here in my house and told me he didn't want to be the national chairman. But the whole time, that's what you wanted. I mean, and I would have supported him. You understand what I'm saying? People say you went against the national chairman, you went against Hashim and his legacy. Man, all y'all can kiss my ass, for real. You know what I'm saying? Hashim did not like me, but I respected him. I respected his legacy. I respected his leadership and the work that he put in for the people. It was not easy to be the national chairman of the New Black Panther Party. It's not easy to be anything for Black people and have to go through this shit right here. He did time too. He was separated from his family too, trying to have boots on the ground for the people. You know what I'm saying? His wife, me and her talk all the time. And I was like, sister, I never had no problem. I never disrespected your husband. I never disrespected the legacy he left or anything like that. He just didn't know me. You understand what I'm saying? I was a new little young girl coming into the party. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't know nothing about me. We never had a chance to even have a real conversation with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Do let me ask you, and we'll get the answers from Biko tomorrow.
Right.
On the throne. Is what you're saying a reflection of the experience that you have talked to Biko about?
Yes, definitely. I told Biko he was well aware. And see, people just don't know. They think Biko popped up out the sky. I've been knowing Biko ever since I joined the party. He's been in the revolutionary. He put 27 years in hard. He was a minister of the Nation of Islam under Dr. Khalid. Okay? He knew Khalid for real. You know, but people don't know, you know, you don't have to explain your whole life history to nobody. I never came into the party to try to be nobody's woman or girlfriend or anything like that. I never slept around with the men in the party like some people did. You know what I'm saying? I kept it 100 because that's not what I went in there for. So, you know, I was a real soldier, real boots on the ground, real revolutionary, organizing and everything. And they didn't like that. Anybody that had an original thought or original idea was ostracized and told to shut up and learn something. You know what I'm saying? Wait your turn. It ain't your turn yet. You know, it's people been around here for all these years. You're not qualified to do this. You're not qualified to do that. I the one suggested us getting the newspaper back together.
Did you ever witness Biko even have any words with Malik?
No, I didn't. I mean, they text back and forth. They conversated. They called each other. They was brother this and brother that every time I seen them. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't never no discord.
Why would you think,
in my presence?
Why would you think somebody want to get Biko removed out of the way?
Because he knew too much. I know that much. He knew too much. He knew the plans that were coming up. Like I said, Malik was referring to him as his man. You're gonna be my man if you do what I need you to do, or blah blah blah. And I was like, that's between y'all. Y'all work that out. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't getting in the middle of black men and they issues because I know they fall out with each other one day and then they cool the next day. You know what I'm saying? Biko and Akbar fell out real bad,
Right.
real bad. You know, so I didn't get it, and I got in the middle of that. But I said, you know what? I'll never do that again. I'll never get into another battle between two men because they end up working it out and becoming friends and supporting each other. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
So Cryptonomics say, so what's the link of thinking Malik set up Biko? I'm lost now. I think we covered that a minute ago.
No.
Where the part what I'm talking about is where I was asking was, did Malik get a sense that Biko was going to ride with Akbar? So I don't know, but what would be the reason that you would think that Malik want to set up Biko?
Just to get him out the way. Period. Just to get him out of the way because, like you said, he referred to us as his enemies because we didn't side with him. Because nobody turned their back and said, Malik, we going with you.
I get you. So
you understand what I'm saying? We didn't denounce Akbar. Right. He swore all of us as his known enemies. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. And again, nobody still ain't called me and talked to me. So nobody still ain't done none of that.
Basically, anybody that was rolling with Akbar would be considered his enemy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. Yeah. Everybody, what we found out later on, and again, I'm tired. I'm in the bed right now. But it's been a whole month of this shit. We found out that they had been targeting the Mid-Atlantic region from the beginning to destroy the Mid-Atlantic because we were really strong. We were really building up the Mid-Atlantic as a family and as you know, doing things together and moving and orchestrating and you know things together, whatever. And anytime any region rise up a little higher than the other regions, then they gotta break them down and destroy them or infiltrate them or put something, you know, put some salt in the game and bust everything up. So now they just not recognizing none of us in the Mid-Atlantic region, whether we riding with them or not, whether they asked or not. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't none of that. It was just, oh, you gonna be with Akbar, you gotta go. We gonna kick you out of the Black Power movement.
But Akbar wasn't in a position of the national chair for anybody to really ride with him. Are you saying
the national spokesman? You know what I'm saying?
To ride with him, he would have to be the national chair, right?
Right. And we had to vote on that. That's supposed to be a vote. So you know what I'm saying?
So Malik, somebody say, what's the indication Malik want to be chairman? Is he saying he want to be a chairman now? I think that happened on the last show too, Crip, where she said that in the newspaper. Matter of fact, we talked about that in the throne, actually.
Right.
Where he was appointed by Hashim to be the chairman. Right. And now they calling for a vote and he don't want to vote. So there wasn't no vote after Hashim. He claimed, and by the words of Hashim appointed him, right?
Right. He as his successor.
So
and now Hashim wanted him to take over the new Black Panther Party.
Absolutely. But now everybody's calling for a vote. And he refused to initiate that vote. And whoever's voting with Akbar is now his sworn enemy.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That's right.
So a lot of this information we talk about is right there on the throne. Faith Speaks. Just put it up there. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to have brother to say it in his own words. I don't know what time yet, but he's going to say it in his own words. And so family, his bail is $200,000. His let me see. His lawyer expense is $10,000 just to take the case. You follow me? Just to take the case. So what that means is that if he don't get some help, and I'm gonna drop this link in there. if he don't get no help from the people who he fight for, he on his own, basically. So I just put the Cash App in there, but basically he left high and dry. This is not good. No. And I'm saying from an organizational perspective, like this is not personal. Like from you riding with an organization, the organization, whether the organization have the finances or not, supposed to be organizing in the defense of their people.
And how can you call yourself a leader and you of any, anybody that wears that new Black Panther Party patch, I consider them a comrade and family. If they put up a Cash App or a fundraiser, I'm gonna donate to it. If you don't want to see no comrade behind the wall. We don't want none of our soldiers to go in the you know what I'm saying? You don't want to see none of them, no black men. I don't want to see no black man locked up and put in jail. None of them. My son was in jail. So I had my son in jail and my husband in jail at the same time. I've been dealing with this since June 19th. I'm sick. Like I'm really sick. I have lupus. I don't work. I don't get no disability. I don't get anything. We was planning to get married in August the 21st. I got wedding shit everywhere all over my house now, and I can't even get married. Husband sitting in jail.
Man, this is bad, man. And this brother ain't picking up the phone to say, let's get this over with and get this straight, and then we'll move on.
But we enemies. I'm still trying to figure out. It baffled me that how did we become your enemies overnight? Because again,
this is crazy.
Nobody, you know what I'm saying?
Crazy, sis, that people would continue to be in these sorts of situations.
That's why I quit. I just hate that they didn't listen to me. And I told them that. I said, y'all, if y'all had to just listen to me, just listen to me. I'm a woman. Women have women's intuition. We know when something ain't right and when something is very wrong. I told them on the way down there, I said, we don't even need to be going down here for real with all this stuff going on. We should just stand down. We had the ball in our court. We still got the ball in our court. You know what I'm saying? Whether we ride with Akbar or not, I was determined to get away from that formation anyway. I don't want to be around nobody that just make decisions like that, and just put everything all out there on Facebook. You are pointing people and pointing people out and tagging people and shit on Facebook. That's not a boss move. Real bosses move in silence. Real leadership be quiet. You make your moves undercover. You know what I'm saying? You putting everybody at risk. You putting all lives on the line. You know what I'm saying? People like that. And then they was telling us when we were doing stuff like that, posting where we were going and going all over the country. Don't do that. Y'all just happy to be going somewhere. Hashim had said that. Somebody, you act like you just happy to be going on a trip. Posting everything and stop announcing where you going. So I had gotten the habit of not even talking about my missions until after I got back home safe. That's how we operate in the motorcycle club world. You know what I'm saying? You don't post where you at. You don't tag nobody. You don't do none of that shit till you go home. You know what I'm saying? And you get home safe. Then you post your pictures, and then you go live or whatever you want to do. You don't ever give up your location. So the way they were doing stuff, it was just reckless, and it scared me because I done been in bad situations before.
And then the whole thing is that you can pre-record everything you do and upload it later and talk about it.
Right.
You ain't got to do it at times. You're right, when you're freedom fighting, somebody say to me on the real, sound like y'all don't know what y'all doing.
No secrecy.
No secrecy. Just
he right. He is right. All that going live on Facebook, and I even told Biko, I said, man, stop telling these people what you doing. Stop doing it. You making everything hot. You making yourself hot. You making the movement hot. You know what I'm saying? Well, these people need to know what's going on. No, they don't need to know everything.
Well,
You know
let me
what
tell
I'm
you something. The European is going to come with his camera anyway. Oh,
saying?
Great going to come with his camera, and they're going to put it all over there anyway. You don't have to help them with your camera.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's why I told him if I needed some real work done, I would never call nobody in the black. Never call a
Oh
panther.
no!
Never call
How
them.
can you call a panther when the camera just going to come on?
Never, never, ever, ever would I call them for
Man,
nothing real.
you better go
I
get
got people for that. I
you better,
got nighttime panthers.
yeah, you
I
better go
got
get the
them.
Blood Crips or Black Gorilla family. You been out getting
Exactly. I got them too. You know what I'm saying?
G's or something. Yeah,
Sure.
because you can't every time you turn around, the camera is on.
Every single
Did you see
time.
the video where Malik was boxing?
I seen it. You know, that's good. He need to work out because he passed out in Tulsa trying to do that 5 mile run.
Yeah, he gonna beat
Should
me.
have been on Greenwood sitting down with me. Like I said, I had kidney failure. So I know my limits. You know what I'm saying? I know what I can do and I can't do. I don't try to do nothing to overexert myself. You know, and this shit right here is just killing me. You know what I'm saying? It's really killing me
Well,
because it's ridiculous. It's crazy.
do you? And we'll find out tomorrow when we talk to our brother. 1 second. 1 second. Oh, my bad.
I do that all the
I'm tripping.
time.
There it is.
Okay.
We'll find out tomorrow when we talk to our brother Biko. But do Biko see? And I talked to him today. Let me say this. I talked to him today, and he's confident that this is just a part of the process.
Right.
And on the other side, approach life in a way that this situation has developed them to approach life. And I talk like this because I don't like to put too much out there through YouTube. But what I'm saying is he actually sees this as a part of the process. You know what I mean? Nothing happens by chance, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same time, I can't wait. And I told him I like to do organic interviews. And that's why I say I can't wait to hear what he has to say about this. And it's going to be a private interview in the throne. So, and I'm not going to put that on YouTube because I'm going to be asking him. And if I do put it on YouTube, I probably would edit it first because I'm going to ask him some serious questions. Because these are some serious things that we must consider if we get into liberating religious organizations, especially organizations that is going to address the powers that be and speak truth to power. You have to consider who's around you. Are they just screaming that? But when things get heavy, you on your own? Or are they ready to ride out with you?
That's basically what it is. You on your own. That's why I said tell people that are in the revolutionary to put them a defense fund up. If you plan on doing some stupid stuff, make your family aware of that. You need a get out of jail free pass because they're not gonna come to you, run to your aid. They're not gonna help you. In order to get any help from the party, I went to the Minister of Finance, which I ain't putting everybody into this mess, but I was told, "Oh, I can't help you. It ain't nothing I can do about it. You shouldn't have went against Malik Zulu Shabbaz."
Wow.
Until I threw them receipts out there and said, "Look, I paid my fucking dues. Give me my money back. Give me at least half of it back." You know what I'm saying? And you got them. You got a screenshot of it.
Did you get a refund?
I got $150.
So where do you go from here? Just fighting for the case, and I hope y'all, people, Black Lightning shared the Cash App. Where do you go from here? Continue Sunny Boxing, shared the Cash App. Thank you, family, because I want to make sure I keep this in tune for what we're talking about. So where do you go from here, sis?
Well, we have a minister of justice. We have several people in the legal field that are working on it and that are working on the case. We still need a lawyer. We was trying to get a federal criminal defense lawyer or whatever, pro bono, but that's like pulling teeth. He still haven't seen the he didn't it's just crazy. I don't even know what to do. I don't know what to do but ask people. I have a fundraiser on the 23rd in DC that we're going to be doing along with Miss Pamela Smith, who I told you about her from
Yeah,
Tulsa.
yeah. And
Yeah, she
I'm gonna
said
be
she'll do your interview after her event, after she come back from DC. So yeah.
what happened with your chapter in DC? Did they choose sides too?
No, they were with me. They know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? They
Oh, so
know
they,
what's going
so
on.
they still with you.
Yeah, they with me, and I got more people. Even more people that's done stepped up. Some of my old Panthers came back. And because they like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Because I kind of kept them out of this loop. I was the only one that really dealt with national on that level. The chapter dealing with stuff separate. They don't be on Facebook like that. They don't do social media, and you know what I'm saying, or in any aspect because they're based here in DC. And so they don't even know what's going on. They don't know, they know Biko in jail, but they don't know about all this other drama that's going on. You
So
feel
so,
me?
so in a nutshell, sis,
Hmm.
do you believe, and I'm asking, that Malik Zulu Shabbaz orchestrated this, and whether they were set up when they went to the store or it would have happened another way? Do you feel that it would have happened that night?
I
Regard,
believe that was the second attempt. I told you that I believe that was the
yeah.
second time. I believe that wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying?
So, so you
If I'm wrong, then I told you, God forgive me and delete the videos, delete everything. But it's too much of a coincidence. It's too much other stuff that's being revealed. It's too much of I mean, I felt like at any point, even after the split up, that if you've been knowing somebody for 30 years and y'all fall out, y'all'll be all right, eventually. You know what I'm saying? That was my standpoint on it. So I stayed out of that. I didn't choose no side. I never choose the side. I never got involved in that stuff because I wasn't doing anything to get me caught up in they mess. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I didn't have nothing to do with it. It was not my fault. They've been friends for 30 years. So, and I told Steve that. I said, Steven, Biko, just stay out of it. Let Malik and Akbar work out their own differences.
So
Don't
some
choose no side.
so somebody said, Cryptonomics said, where are the receipts that he set Biko up? Um, I'm
That
looking.
would be the text messages between them two.
Yeah. So we'll find out.
Okay.
About that tomorrow. Cryptonomics. We'll find out that from Biko. Whether
Well,
we
no, you could actually put up that email. Put up the email that he sent me. Since he wants some proof.
let me see real quick. Let me find it.
The email that he sent me, it's got his name on it and it's in his words.
And I don't think we'd never get the smoking gun. You know what I'm saying? With you know what I mean? Because
Hmm.
we never get the exactly smoking gun. But let me see something.
And I sent that to everybody. You could take what you want to take out of it, but what I said to him did not coincide with how he came back at me. Please highlight the part where he say Biko he bought Biko.
Oh, he says, all right, hold up. I want to make sure everybody can see it. So I'm getting good with this stuff. It say, Janny, honestly speaking, I've never supported a person so much who treats me in such a way as you do. But it's not a surprise here. I've seen it for 25 years in the off sanity of the NBPP. As for Mr. Biko, he turned against me out of the blue, filled his pockets with newspaper money, and followed Akbar. and Dynamite to the jailhouse. He said, follow Akbar and Dynamite to the jailhouse. Clearly, Akbar as your leader leads men to jail or death. Biko could have been great, but he's too envious and hard-headed. As for Mr. Michaels, he quit 21 years ago. He's a quitter, not a winner. Is he still working for Homeland Security? You completely misread me. I treated you 100 times better than my predecessor. Look how he take these shots.
Right.
Usual. Kindness is taken for weakness. I bear no ill will towards you. I just can't trust you, that's all. But not for 1 second was I unfair to you. Many in the party condemn me for supporting you. I have a clear record with you on this regard. I hope the learning of these lessons serve us well. But I think what you're speaking to is, honestly speaking, I have never supported. As for Mr. Biko, he turned against me.
Right.
Out of the blue.
Mm-hmm. Because I told you and again, I don't know what those two being conversation was about. I stayed out of it and mind my business. But this is my business. He made it personal when he told people not to help us and not to give us one dime. We talking about this man's life. You understand what I'm saying? We talking about my future. You know, that's not nothing to be laughed at and mocked. People laughing, mocking. How you gonna get $200,000? How you figure out that? You know what I mean? Come on, you supposed to be a revolutionary.
And we'll find out from Akbar tomorrow. And I'll make sure that I hit Cryptonomic when we're gonna move forward on it. But again, family, if you can support, all the information will be in the body, as I did with the other video, will be in the the description section, as I did with the other video. But again, he needs $10,000 for an attorney to take the case. Have you looked at any local attorneys in North Carolina?
I don't know nobody down there. I've been getting like I got brother Aaron Michaels. He's been looking for attorneys, and I got brother Rafiki, another attorney. I mean, a friend in Durham that's been trying to get us some lawyers and stuff like that. But the lawyer I talked to was out of Atlanta, and he wanted $10,000 just to. He said he could, just based on what I told him and then what Biko told him. He said he can get the whole case thrown out, but he need them 10 racks. You know what I'm saying? He wanted at least half of that to even get started scheduling to come up there and see him.
Somebody said, Tiawante says Clemens Law Firm.
That's who got the case. The Tyrell is his public offender.
Okay, I got you.
Tyrell Clemens is a public defender, and he ain't even been to see Biko yet. He been in there for a month and has not had counsel come see him one time. He had a court date of July the 7th. They did not even come and pick him up to go to court. You understand what I'm saying? He's been in there since June the 19th. Wow. And not even been before a judge. So that's why we know it's politically motivated. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Tiawante say he will hit him up tomorrow.
Yeah, Tiawante been helping me. I thank you, Tiawante.
Tiawante. Man,
I emailed him and everything. He ain't responded to my email.
This does sound like a script.
That's all I'm saying. You know, and like I said, I'm not trying to implement nobody and build this whole conspiracy theory up. If he didn't have nothing to do with it, it's awfully fucking suspicious. You know what I'm saying? If they didn't, and if he didn't do it, I'll say it publicly. I apologize. If he didn't have nothing to do with it, I apologize to everybody. But why would you tell somebody not to give us one dime? I heard that out your own mouth while he was on the phone.
Somebody said before we close out, somebody said, you said you don't know anybody down there, but it's a chapter here. Is there a chapter there?
Yeah. Yeah, it is a chapter there. Who is that? Josette now?
Are they coming to?
She was the one. You can put up what she had to say. That's what she had to say. Josette Cruz. That text message you had to say.
I don't
She
know.
was the one poking fun about me trying to get up $200,000, and she knew more about his name and how much the bail was before I did.
That this is the goofy that I this is that I gotta
This
just look at this. How can
right,
somebody laugh at somebody locked up? I think this is it right here.
right. I don't know nobody. No, I don't know you. I don't know you, and if I see you, I'ma spit in your face.
Hold up,
That's
hold up.
true.
It says, it says, yeah, okay. The truth always come to light. Keep my name out of your mouth. I don't owe you an explanation. You're gonna feel stupid when the truth comes out, just like them fools in the NAACP when that white bee fooled them for decades. Remember, this is my town. I know people history. White mom, white dad, black foster parents. Laugh about your man doing serious time, not me. How you gonna laugh at something about somebody being accused of something that might get some
Just
time?
nasty.
I'm
That's
not
what I'm
gonna
saying.
say,
So I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know these people. I don't know nothing about them. I wasn't keeping up with the little bullshit down there in North Carolina. I live in Washington D.C. I got real things going on. You know what I mean? I don't have time for that petty stuff.
she says, I'm not a joke here. You and your F ups that came to my town and got
And
locked
got locked up. All the joke.
out of joke. So is she a part of the Black Panther Party? Of that?
She's supposed to be a chairwoman of the new Black Panther Party. That
That's what
would not be a chairwoman if it had not been for me. If it had not been for the Mid Atlantic region making her a chairwoman.
And y'all believe that we shouldn't talk about this? Y'all believe that we shouldn't talk about this? That we should sweep this under the rug? That
Right.
more TV should not
Look,
engage in this conversation? This is insane.
because it could go left real bad. It could get a whole lot worse than what it is. Thank God didn't nobody get killed. Nobody got hurt. Nobody got shot. But the way that the things are developing and evolving, all bets is off right now. I can't guarantee nobody's safety at this point. And I
Everybody,
mean that.
everybody within the Black Power organizations, if they haven't stepped back and take a look, and they still in the thick of it, they possibly compromise. That's just what it
Mhm.
seems like. Because with so much going on, everybody should step back and take a look and take a breather. It's too much.
It's too much. Exactly. And like I said, I'm not above anybody. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Biko wasn't trying to be above anybody. We just do things, you
What
know?
can you name and I'll close with this, sis, and you can have the
Okay.
last word.
All right.
Can you name something of significant that has been successful as it relates to fighting for freedom since you've been a part of the organization? Say,
All
for
I
instance, people talk about Ben Crump, right?
right,
And whether we like him or not, and he's all about chasing the bag, he got a few people some money.
right,
Whether we agree with it or not, for what he does, that's a win for him. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And so when you're looking at those that's in the Black Power freedom fighting organizations and the leaderships thereof, what win that can you name that you could be proud of?
I can't name nothing, not one thing. All I can tell you is I went a lot of places, seen a lot of people. But I can't say one thing I don't because there's not one program that's been implemented. You know, there's not one thing that we accomplished. We didn't leave Tulsa with nothing but newspapers. The newspaper finally got printed. That's a good thing. That's history right there. But you know how you know about that too. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? To me, I was looking at the whole thing like just hang in there as long as you can. I'll do anything until it ain't fun no more. This is not fun anymore. It's
Like,
not a job.
do you know the original Panthers? Some of them actually got in political office.
Yeah, because they were doing real work. There is no real work being done. You taking pictures. You going places and you taking pictures. Okay, and those that do the work independently, they can't tell nobody because
Right.
if they find out about it, they'll try to destroy it.
See, this is how we stay going backwards. I hope he's not referring to my question. He said, not a good litmus test. The revolution is an uphill journey, and it takes us all on. What has anyone done? But we fight on. No, brother. We have to
That's
do
not true. You got to do the work.
We have to do checks and balances. We have to look at our successes. We have to look at our failures, and then we move forward. If you go 25 years and don't look at the failures, you will never be a success. There's nothing wrong with failures, but when you don't look at your failures, so you won't continue to fail, you's a fool. So that what you talk about, that's not the litmus test. That is the litmus test. If you're in business, I guarantee you, if you ain't putting no money up in that bank account every time you do some work, you ain't gonna be in business long. And it's the same thing with lifting oppression off of your people. If you ain't being successful at it, then you need to sit back, go to the table, and figure out what you're going to do next. Because the litmus test is the success. No success, no struggle, no win. Period, point blank. You tripping with that. And that's what keeps us stuck, because we scared to do our own checks and balances. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I said.
Checks and balances.
I said that on the throne.
Look, listen,
I said,
brother, say, hold up a second. Checks and balances, but yes, we have to be careful not to nitpick. No, we must get to nitpicking too at this point, because we should be so clean. We got so much history. We got the Black Panther, we got the Moorish Science, we got the Nation of Islam, we got Martin Luther King and the Christian Church. We have so many examples. At this point, we should nitpick so we don't make these mistakes, because if we don't nitpick, guess what? Then we're gonna have big boulders to pick off our back. Get the lint off. Get a lint brush while you can see the lint. Don't wait till your shirt is all tattered and then you have to get a new shirt. Come on, man. But the thing is, a lot of the issues should be handled in-house. It done gone overboard now, because guess what? The leaders go on social media talking about their problems. The leader make posts on social media talking about their conflicts. The leader go on social media browbeating, slandering, or even in truth sometimes their own people. And you expect the membership not to respond?
Exactly.
Let me tell you something. Me as a leader, right? Me as a leader in the Moorish Science Temple of America, I've had issues or disagreements within our organization with membership sometime. If they decide that they want to take it to Facebook, I delete them. I don't respond to that. I delete them, and once I delete them, it's a wrap. I delete them. They talk to each other. Oh, he ain't sent me my nationality card. Oh, he ain't sent me my nationality card. Okay, talk to the other people on Facebook, because I ain't going back and forth with you on Facebook. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? And so, but that don't mean that everybody going to do that. But what I'm saying, from a membership perspective, if the leader is going to vet everything, everything on Facebook, what do you expect the member to do? They're going to respond.
Exactly.
And that's what you see. You just seen the post that Malik wrote on there. I'm glad my enemies before time. Who does that?
And that's what I said. I was like, I just was like dumbfounded by that one. That really shocked me.
And let me say this:
that
I know what you're saying, Y2K Kenyon, but this has overflowed into social media now. This is a new era of time now. This is not the era where as though people can go behind closed doors and fix something, because once it goes on social media, many people are going to address it on social media. Let me tell you this. Although I put people's name in the title, although I express my position on how people move, I have never slandered anybody. I never said, because I said, who is Malik? That's not slander. It's the truth. Who is he? Where did he come from before Howard University? What successes does he have? That's just the truth. Many people say, why are you talking about Malik? Why are you talking about Malik? I ain't say he stole nothing. I ain't said he robbed nobody. I ain't say he smack or spit nobody mama face. I say, who is he? And if you're standing on the front line fighting for the freedom of people that look like me, I think me and anybody who look like me deserves an answer. Who are you?
Bottom line.
Only fair.
And that's it. And I can say this: I defended that man with my life. I put my life on the line for him. I put my life on the line for Imam Akbar, and I love my people. And I'm not gonna stop being a Panther because you say you kicked me out of your He-Man woman hating club. You know what I'm saying? Like they the little rascals or something like that. And I told him in my letter, I said, you have successfully turned the
Man,
Black Power movement into a game. You know
man,
what I'm saying?
I was with the East and from the West and the South, took money from me. Don't care. You see what I'm saying? See, now these people, sis Dee Dee Heyman, she can testify.
Right.
Now,
Take your money.
if Sister Dee Dee feel one day like, listen, I don't want nobody else get their money taken. I'm going to let people know, you know what I mean? This is not a reasonable solution for liberation because they took my money. And she emailed me up and said, sis, who took your money, sis? That's right.
Okay.
Because I don't think it's a reasonable path to liberation. Too much sketch things are going on.
Right.
It's too sketch, as my son said. He calls it sketch.
Too scared.
Tajay, what is sketch? Sketch. Come here. Tell me what sketch is. He call it sketch. He like that's sketch, Dad. What's sketch?
Sketch?
Yeah.
Sketch is like suspicious.
Oh, okay.
You're being
Okay.
suspicious.
You being very suspicious?
Yeah.
All right, thank
Suspicious.
you. All right, see you later. He's
Exactly.
being very suspicious. That's sketch.
That's sketch.
Am
I
I
believe
being
you.
sketch, Taji? I'm sketch. Man, go ahead with that.
Somebody, yes, something.
But yeah,
Yes.
but see, sis, I wanna see how we can be able to get to the bottom of this. So tomorrow, I'm definitely looking forward to Biko letting us know what's going on with his situation and how he feel about it on the throne. Since I'm very looking forward to that, and we're gonna stay on top of this tomorrow. After I talk to him, I think if you're not busy tomorrow, what's today? Tuesday or Wednesday?
Today, Wednesday, I think.
Today, Wednesday. Well, tomorrow, I'm gonna reach out to you, and we might have to have a follow-up with the conversation that we had about Biko.
Right.
Yeah, it's shown from the shot. Yeah, he said I'm sketch. I'm sketch. I'm sketch. Talking about I'm sketch.
Right.
Yeah. So we may have a follow-up so we can promote and see if we can get the support for Biko that is needed for his defense.
That's fine.
And
I mean, if anybody has a lawyer that is willing to do it, I'm not really worried about the money. You know what I'm saying? That to me, they want $250,000 for this boy. You know what I'm saying? I need a pro bono lawyer. I need somebody that's gonna do this and make this a world renowned case. You know what I'm saying? They can contact me, through you or whatever. I just really need legal counsel. I'm not even concerned with the money. I just need a good lawyer that can get this, that can take this case on and really show them the corruption that's in the state of North Carolina.
Sis, let me
Right
ask you,
now,
let me give you something real quick. Sis, do you now? I know you said, and I can't even ask you this. I'll have to ask Biko tomorrow. But you already say you was walking into the lion's den, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
You seen it.
Yeah.
Just how many times have you felt like you was walking into a trap and continue to go? Because this gotta stop.
I can tell you, I'm a biker. So I love the thrill. Before I got, you know what I'm saying, to this point right here where I'm sick and disabled. Before I just loved the thrill. I loved it. I loved it, the action. I was looking for it. I was thirsty. I was hungry for the revolution. I was learning something new. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have that fear at when I first started out. But then once you get to see that, look, you better not get out here and do nothing effed up because you on your own. You on your own. You got this. You got to walk right. And I always told Stephen that I said, long as we doing the right thing, you ain't got to worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Follow the manual, follow the script, stick to what we can do. We were doing the missing children in DC. We were hunting down runaways and things like that. We was doing the boxing program. We was doing the free food, free clothing, free shoe program. We wasn't doing and we was doing like the security. We was working on building a security team for DC, doing, securing the liquor stores and stuff like that. We do personal security for families here in DC when the police kill a child and they need to be protected from the media and protected from the police and other people. We did that. I did that before Steven even joined the party. You know what I'm saying? I was out there with boots on the ground all over DC. DC know me as the chairwoman. You know what I'm saying? I put my boots on the ground right in my community. I was developing programs for my city. I know what DC need right here in Southeast. We need all kind of help, all kind of programs. People glad to get help. They glad to know people out here that just care. Cause don't nobody give a damn about Ward 8. Don't nobody give a damn about Ward 7. It's people out here doing stuff. But you know what I'm saying? Everybody, I'm a advocate right here in the building that I live in. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to leave. I don't have to go to Tulsa to prove that I'm a revolutionary. You feel me? I don't have to go nowhere. I can go right out my front door and be a revolutionary. I put groceries outside of my on the sidewalk every Friday, and whoever wants some groceries can come pick up a bag of groceries. You feel me? You don't have to go far to be. You don't have to go all over the country. You don't have to take pictures and turn the camera on every time you do something for somebody. You know what I mean? So I was just tired of the fake shit. I wanted to get into a real program. Like what I'm doing now with Mr. Michaels. Can I speak on that just real quick?
Absolutely, sis. Go ahead. The floor is
As
yours.
as the new National Community Programs Director, I'm getting in touch with the Black Farmers of America and we not trying, but we are going to have from the farm to the table. We're going to the black farmers and we're going to bring trucks of food back to the neighborhoods, to urban areas, to DC and New York and Jersey, Newark and Philly and things like that. They got a truck that comes from Texas all the way to Boston. And they're gonna add DC as one of the stops. These are the type of things that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I got brothers in Baltimore, the twins, Timmy and Tommy Whittle. You know them? You don't know them?
No, I don't think I know that.
You don't know them? Okay, then I'm shouting them out. They've been party members. They've been Panthers to me. They do this every week. They give away groceries with the church. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get them more produce and things like that where they can get out and develop community programs. And it's a lot of stuff I had to do without the party's consent, without the party knowing what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Because every time you try to do something for the people, they destroy it, or they'll say you're not qualified to do this, or how do you know how to do this, and you ain't the right person to do this, and I should be doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
They
another
destroy
thing,
everything they put their hands on because they
sis,
greedy and clout chasing. I ain't got to do that.
sis, do you
You know?
think, and I was talking about this today. Do you
Mm,
think the good work is being overshadowed by the guns
yes,
and the screaming?
yes.
The
By the black power, yes. But there ain't no black power if you don't have black love. If you
you
don't
need some
love
black
black people,
dollars.
you know what I'm saying? If you don't love black people and you're not spending time with the black people in your community, you can't go into their community and give them what you want them to have. You
Yeah,
gotta ask the people what they need. You gotta meet the people where they at. You gotta learn how to build with what they got. You know what I'm saying?
and
How
this
my
is why I
thing
say
was. Go ahead.
That's what I seen about Grandmaster Jay, and now as I look back in retrospect, I see about Malik. Malik never lived in these communities that he run into
How
and
can
told
you
people something.
how can you be for the struggle and you ain't never had to struggle a day in your life?
Yeah, he doesn't live in these same communities he run in with that bullhorn. Once he gone, he done stirred up something. He's gone up into his big old house that he flashed on Facebook. But the people still in East West Baltimore, Northwest, Southwest DC, St. Louis, they still in there to deal with it. He don't live there. And that's one thing about communities. Community need to run outsiders out. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. They ain't doing nothing but poverty pimping. These
Yep.
are poverty pimps.
Anybody that come outside of the community, if they're not connected to a bona fide server of the community, whether it's Bloods, Crips, Nation, Moore Science Temple, or a local chapter from the Black Panther Party, or a local chapter from a militia party that's of that community, they shouldn't be able to just go into no community running their mouth.
No, you shouldn't. And then that he wouldn't have got into Baltimore if it wouldn't have been for Biko. B1, if you understand that. He wouldn't have been able to come back to Baltimore.
And you know,
And they told him that.
And that's funny to me. Oh, I already know he had to come back.
They told him that to his face. You would not be here if it wasn't for this man right here.
It's funny to me that I didn't even realize that he had came, because during the Freddie Gray thing, like I was in the heart of it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't catch him. I didn't see him. I don't know why I didn't catch him, but I didn't see him. But I was in the heart of it. In fact, I was standing, and I got pictures of it. I was standing next to the one that they created the wire about. He passed away now. You know what I mean? Little Melvin. I was right by his shop, little Melvin, and a couple Moorish brothers and a couple street guys, and we were just sitting up there watching, because Little Melvin spot. I don't know if anybody knows Little Melvin, but he was right down the street from where it kicked off at. But the point that I'm making is, I was in there every day. Just, I mean, I was filming. I got crazy footage, and I'm like, man, when I seen the other day that he must came after and gave a speech. Because in the heart of it, I ain't see no Malik.
I didn't see nothing either. But
when I looked on it, the thinking I was making is, when I looked on it, I was looking it up, and I said he came to Baltimore doing Freddie Gray. I was like, what?
Right.
What? So again, even in Baltimore, he can't come here rallying up the people, rousing the people, and then going on and go in his little boxing little room in his house and throw jabs. Hold my camera for me. Nah. So, I mean, and I think that need to happen in every city. I think in every city. No outsiders should not come in if their locals are not familiar or something is not established by the locals of a national organization. That should be the rule.
Because we got to be careful. I do a podcast. I have my own business called Black Business Matters. And one of the things we teach about is poverty pimping. Anybody, everybody is eating off the poor Black neighborhoods. You got you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go into all of them. You got the carryouts owned by the Asians. You got the liquor stores owned by the Japanese and the Koreans and things like that. And then you got Black people coming to the poor Black neighborhoods trying to tell us what we need. We need to do this. We need to do that.
But sis, that's why our organization that we're building, we build it from the grassroots perspective, from the neighborhood perspective. But that's our fault, because locally, there is no way that a foreigner should be taking money out of our community and we're not getting some of it to build the community back. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about roughing them off. I'm not talking about committing crimes. I'm talking about that if you do not put back into the community, we will not allow our community to support your store. If we got to have somebody standing out there 24 hours a day and redirecting traffic to go somewhere else, you would not have the support.
We have to stand in front of the door. That's right. That's our fault. What we were doing here in DC, and Biko was heading this. We had 7 liquor stores on one street in Southeast DC, and no grocery stores. One grocery store, 7 liquor stores and no grocery stores, right?
Absolutely. And so
You know,
the thing is, these 7 liquor stores, they need to break bread or break out. You know what I mean?
that's it.
Because people going
Bottom
to,
line.
you can't stop people from drinking. They're going to drink. It is what it is. You
Mm-hmm.
try to persuade them not to go. But you know what? I've noticed that a lot of these gun clubs, they some tough drinkers. I looked at some of, I don't mean to harm. I looked at some of the after parties of the marches, and man, they be throwing them back. I'm like, goodness gracious. But so how can you?
I didn't. I don't know.
No, what I'm saying is,
Mm.
I've seen videos, I've seen pictures that, especially in Tulsa, they were throwing them back. But the point that I'm making is, how can you fight for a certain moral code or certain standard if you indulge in it yourself too? That's a little bit contradictory. And I ain't saying that nobody should stop drinking. That's not what I'm saying. But you know, there's a time and a place for everything. I mean, you don't march screaming Black Power and then go on in the parking lot and bust open a case of Milwaukee Best. Yeah, boy, them crackers. Them damn crackers. Come on.
Right.
But in our communities, yeah, we need to hold those businesses to the task of putting the money back into the community.
Absolutely. And that's what we were doing. You know, we did during the COVID time last year. We did we went to the Chinese embassy with Malik. And see, now everything started to make sense to me. I put 2 and 2 together. Notice when we did that march against the Chinese food restaurants or whatever, some of his people that organized the march didn't even show up, but we came. You feel me? They the ones told us to go to these restaurants and these places, and they didn't even show up themselves. They put us up to do the shit.
But
Okay.
see, that's where the follow-up comes up. This is where
Mhm.
administration come up. You know what I mean? Now we're gonna meet you at this place, and you and I go there. Our people will meet us there. That's right. We got to
Right.
put people to task. We got to be more. I'm telling you, we got to learn from the past. We got to learn from the past
Mhm.
these checks and balances, and not let people play us. You know what I'm saying? That's.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you something. The
Mhm.
organization, the Alliance for Political Accountability, is looking at a lot of these errors, a lot of these mistakes. One of the most biggest mistakes that I see that has happened with the new Black Panther Party and other militant organizations, if you will, the vetting process. Nobody
Right.
knows who's who. And half of these people ain't of sound mind.
Crazy as a damn bed bug. You hear me?
Half of these people ain't of sound
Look,
judgment.
crazy. Look.
I mean,
And I'm just as crazy as they is,
look,
but I know how to spot one when you see it.
I be getting some
Uh-uh.
calls. I be like, goodness gracious, for
Right.
real. They be
People ain't got no sense.
13 fruitcakes. I say, my
And
God.
you gonna put a gun in this person's hand? You know what I'm saying? You going somewhere with them riding around with guns, and they crazy. And they can't even hold a whole conversation without talking about some off the wall shit. No, go away. Get out of my face. I told myself I'm not doing this no more. I'm not doing it.
So, sis, in
Mm-mm.
closing, we may have to come back tomorrow to follow up because I can't do nothing Friday and I can't do
That's
nothing
fine.
Saturday. So we might have to follow up with our Biko conversation tomorrow on the throne.
Okay.
And for those who are watching, I don't know what time it will be at this time. I don't know, but I will let you know. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I do know what time, but I won't be saying what time it is right now. Let's put
Right.
it that way. All right. And we will
Okay.
be at the throne tomorrow. I will let the throne members know tomorrow.
Definitely. Everybody need to join the throne with your nosy asses. Go ahead.
Thank you, boss lady.
Join the throne because you want to see what's going on. You want to be nosy. You want to. That's right. I mean, and like I say, I'm cutting everybody off. Like even people I thought that was really down with me. They being influenced by what other people say that don't even know me, ain't even had a conversation with me, and don't even know what's going on. They just throwing stuff out there like Bobby Worthy. You don't even know what's going on, bro.
And after
You know.
and let me say this, and I'm gonna close with this, sis.
Yeah.
After we do our throne interview, I'm gonna make a donation from the throne subscribers, and I'm gonna see if somebody will match it.
Thank you. I appreciate it because
I'm
that's all I need is.
But I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that on Morris World TV tomorrow night. And I'm gonna see if anybody want to match the support. My thing is this: I don't know if the brother right, wrong, innocent or guilty, but what I do know is that the brother is a frontline fighter, and I do believe in due process. I believe in due process, and I believe in a fair. I believe in a fair judgment with due process. I'm not saying that the brother is guilty or innocent. Listen, I'm not saying that. I don't never do that. I'm not saying that about O. I'm not saying it about you. I'm not saying it about me. I'm not saying it about Biko. What I'm saying is we never get a fair shot.
$200,000 and ain't nobody dead.
So my campaign, and I don't want anybody to ever say, "Oh, you supporting somebody that did this or somebody did that." No, my campaign is due process and a fair shot. That's my campaign. That's it. Because somebody hit me today and say, y'all supporting, and they was talking about my brother Zone, y'all supporting somebody who did etc. I say, what I support is due process. Those are two different things. I wasn't there. I don't formulate and pass judgment before the evidence is in. Or even at least can I hear from the one that's accused?
Absolutely.
I'm not going to say yay or nay to anything, but I will say yes, innocent to proven guilty, yes to due process. And that's what I support.
Absolutely.
So tomorrow night, I will announce what from the subscribers from the throne. I will announce mine, and I will pay it right live, and we'll see who want to match it to help our brother Biko. All right.
And I appreciate it. Let me just say this.
But now can we get Biko to calm down when we get him home?
He definitely will calm down because
Biko don't play around. And when
he don't.
He's very passionate.
He's very compassionate. He's very educated and intellectual, and he understands the struggle. He understands that he will give his life for the people. Understand that he is a real revolutionary. That's why he boss lady man. Okay, and that's why could none of y'all other clowns touch me.
I know the brother is an intelligent brother. But at this stage of the game, we got to find better ways to fight, because a lot of people that we're fighting with are fighting against us.
Yes, definitely.
And
they will turn on you.
A lot of people that we fight with are actually behind the scenes fighting against us.
That's right.
You follow me?
Right.
So with that being said, family, I will see y'all tomorrow. It will be tomorrow evening on the throne. Boss lady, what is your podcast information? Somebody keeps saying that.
It's called Black Business Matters.
Where's the link at?
It's I don't. Let me see. You can email me. I'm on YouTube. You can go to Black Business Matters 2008. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Black Business Matters 2008, and you can check out the Black Power Hour at Janae Earl on YouTube.com. Janae Earl at gmail.com on YouTube. It's Janae. Don't call me Janie. If you can't call me Janae, call me Boss Lady. That's my thing.
I'll be butchering people's names. Work with me.
Stop calling me Janny. If you can't say my name, just call me Boss Lady. That's what I put it up there for.
So make sure you put it in. Make sure you put it in the comment section also. And
I have to do that when I get off of here.
Yeah, when you get off, and I make sure that I put it in the I'll put the link in the description. All right. So with that being said, family, I'm telling you, the throne will be on and popping tomorrow evening.
All right.
Sometime after 3. I'm not sure what time, but sometime after 3, it will be on and popping, and we will hear it from our brother himself. I got to get some work in early part of the day. So sometime after 3, we'll be on there. But I'll let everybody know tomorrow after 3. So with that being said, if you are on the throne, just prepared and set your alerts. Because y'all know when I pop in, Cryptonomics got on me the other day, like, man, you be popping in with these new things. Man, come on, man, put a title. We don't know what's going on. Well, I'm learning the throne too. But Crip say, so I need to take a crash course on the throne. So when I pop in, people that pop in late, they know what they're watching. Because that last one, that was on fire. Uncle Bobby set it on fire. I'm going to tell you the truth. He set it on fire. But Uncle Bobby was crazy as a dingbat. I said it.
Yeah, he is crazy.
Nah, Uncle Bobby wasn't as crazy as what's name. Uncle Bobby wasn't as crazy as who was the other one? Not was it Nasheed? What was his name? The super revolutionary.
Oh, sure.
What's that brother name?
Pay none of them no attention.
The super revolutionary. He was gonna throw me all over. He gonna Moors all over the floor, blood everywhere. That was it. That's what he told me. That's what he told me with his name.
Whatever. They sell a lot of whoop tickets, but I ain't got nobody counts nowhere.
But his beautiful wife was definitely trying to say, chill out, just chill out. He was still talking about dragging me. Just stop it, baby. Come on, baby. That's the people's grand chic, baby.
Right.
I forget his name, man, but he was going in. So anyway, with that being said, family, I might even upload that tomorrow. With that being said, family, we'll be back. Najee, that's that was Najee, Prince Najee. Man,
Lord.
That punk mother effer ain't answered the phone now. He ain't answered the phone now.
Crazy.
You know,
all
Prince
these
Najee,
people got mental health issues.
do you know Prince
Like
Najee?
real talk. Yes, I know Najee. Talking about he my cousin. I was like, ain't nobody in my family.
You heard him say that? Did you hear?
Yeah. Nobody in my family look like you. Nobody in my family looks like that. No.
Let's see what he said. Hold on. Let's see if this is.
Yeah, brother Sahaka. This is Prince Najee Muhammad. Let me tell you something, bro. All these damn folks and all the shit went down and everything with Brother Ozone. Let me tell you, Ozone joined on with the NBLM, the New Black Militia. And then we got the Tulsa. He came on board with the New Black Panther Party because we are into lockdown. I'm the national prime minister of the New Black Panther Party and a mouthpiece for Attorney Malik Zulu Shabbaz and the whole entire revolutionary collective power force. Okay? All the hypocrites and all the bullshit that's going on. We ain't playing with them, brother. I'm letting you know that now. We the ones who in that shit. Okay? We the ones who do the stuff you all think won't be done. Okay? Because black just believe. All right? All that shit is about to go to this. So we about to pop up on some of these folks like Boogeyman, like the Boogeyman. Okay? I don't care what you're going, saying, do, whatever. But we just show and prove. Everybody but they ain't gonna put up or shut up. God damn it. Black power.
Now who does this? You a grown ass man. Who does
Look. So family, I get some on the phone on the throne yesterday.
Wow. And you think I want to be associated with something like that? You know.
Let me do one more. Yeah, because they be thinking that intimidate somebody. I'm laughing. I'm having a good time. Watch it. Watch it.
Sahaka. This is Prince Najee Muhammad. Hey, brother, why you keep getting between certain things and you listen to these hypocrites and y'all don't know the hell they talking about?
Hypocrites.
Why
They
you
love calling somebody a hypocrite.
I got folks right there in Jacksonville, Florida, man. You need to stand down with this bullshit and stop this shit, man. Straight up. People getting tired of your ass, bro.
That's the message. Wait, hold on. Hey, look what he do. Look what he do. Check it out. Last one. I would do one more. But y'all got to hear the whole conversation. These are the messages left me. And then ultimately, I said, man, let me call this man back because of this one here.
Eddie Bassett won't answer the phone now. Eddie Bassett won't answer the phone now. But you know, when these going stuff start lining up and these bodies are lining up, body comes to line up, and you see these niggas are going these morgues and stuff, and you see this shit for real then. You see this shit for real then.
He can go to jail for that right there. That whole conversation, he can go to jail for it. You really wanted to lock him up.
Listen.
He incriminating himself.
But you know the conversation on the throne, I said, brother, you really about that life? I don't think, listen, let me tell you something.
That's stupid.
This is a revolutionary. He's the national spokesman for Malik Zulu Shabbaz.
The prime minister, whatever that made up.
Prime minister of the militia of the universal around the world gun club militia of the Black Panther Party. What? He was the spokesman, he said. This boss lady, I see you tomorrow. Family, I see you tomorrow. Thanks for your support. Don't forget the thumbs up. And don't worry about Najee. He going to Family Dollar and then he going to the gym. He ain't worried about it. He's still family.
I be that more you gon' remember. Be more. I be that more you gon' remember. Nap town. I be that more you gon' remember. Sahaka Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. LA. I be that more you gon' remember. New York. I be that more you gon' remember. Sahaka Bay front line till the law call my number.